Okay, so now that we've entered the second wall, new and old faces return to help out our heroes against the forces of Jihad. But just as the battle starts to rage on, we actually have a game introduced by Yolorcha, the 5th Corps Commander. Hello everyone and welcome to the Enemy's Ilya, and today let's talk all things the second defensive wall arc from the Tower of God Webtoon series. A very interesting story arc that sets up for things to come in the future. Plus we see old and new faces returning and appearing, so let's talk about everything that occurs because there were some very interesting details and lore within. So starting off with, I want to talk about Love and Augustus. These two characters are returning characters that get more lore and backstory revealed thanks to their involvement within this war. So basically, I want to start off by saying I love the idea of Augustus's drawing Shinzu ability, and I hope we see more of that in the future because I feel like we can get very creative with that and see a lot of cool designs and attacks being thrown out as he uses that drawing Shinzu skill. But saying that, the main bulk of lore given based around the character of Love was really interesting, as this character has issues with both Thug and Jihad's army. After losing his family to a member of Thug, he entered the tower in hopes of becoming a ranker and getting revenge for their deaths. But during his time of travels, he joined a dojo, and over time they became his new family. But until that fated day occurred, when Jihad's army killed all of the dojo family members that he had made. After all, they were anti-Jihad, creating this hatred within Love from both sides. Now I found it really interesting that Love wanted to join this game, as like Augustus said, was the reason for Love to participate. Now, I asked myself that question and found there could be two possible motives that Love is driven by here. The first possible reason could be as a way to make amends for the treatment that he gave Bam on the test floor. Of course, Love hated Thug, and with Bam being affiliated with Thug as Viole in that particular situation, the hatred was targeted towards him fully. But after the conversation we saw in the flashback that Love and Augustus had, where Augustus was like, yes, the boy is aligned with Thug, but is he truly good or evil? Would an evil person risk going to war and sacrificing his own life just to save his master? I wonder, did Love have a change of heart and kind of thought, okay, I treated this guy badly, I acted impulsively, and I want to make amends. So I'm going to help him out as much as I can, and hopefully this will make up for my mistreatment of him. Or the second possibility could be to find out if anyone within this particular fight on both sides, Thug and Jihad, had any involvement within the deaths of his family or the dojo family. After all, completing this game allows you to get sent to any location of your choice, regardless if you know exactly where that place is. Now I'm guessing this means anywhere just on this particular floor where the administrator has power to send you, not within the entire tower. So I feel like there could be a personal reason for Love to join, or it could be more of a way to show forgiveness reason, as stated before. Overall though, I want to see more from these two characters. Having Bam and Love team up would be a great visual to see. I'd love to see both of them just attacking enemies while flying around on their kind of pizza discs. That would be cool. So with the reintroduction to Augustus and Love, we also got two new amazing looking female characters. Now we don't really get told their names within this arc, yet seeing them fight was awesome. I like the gimmick of them having to hold hands to have more power in their attacks. This kind of reminded me of those creepy twins Wang Nung had to face back at the workshop battle. And for the purpose of this video, I will be using their names. I know this is a bit of a spoiler territory, but I had to look it up just to show respect to the characters. The pink-haired character you see is called Sola, where the blue-haired character is called Nemo. These two twins came along with Sophie. who we've only seen a small amount, but based on this arc, she is a fantastic, phenomenally strong light bearer, and very useful in this particular situation. Now I can't wait to see more from these twins as they showcase more of their skills with Shinzu and more of their personality. Because honestly, the kind of small snippet we've seen so far was very comical, but I love these two twins already. They're just fantastic. Continuing with the topic of Thug, having them bring along a warp device as their escape plan does tell us that this plan / mission is very high risk. Not even our favourite guide in Harayun knows all the details and whether or not they'll escape successfully. Most likely, once our heroes free Jin Sung, they will still be under fire from every angle. The forces of Jihad will not let them escape easily. That being said though, maybe even Cullivan could turn against our heroes once more. I understand at the moment in time there's a truce between Bam and Cullivan, as this is only active up until Jin Sung has been rescued and Cullivan has taken down the 4th commander, Lybrick, and gotten his revenge. But what's to say that once Bam has freed Jin Sung and Lybrick has been dealt with by Cullivan, but before Jin Sung has been rescued. So Cullivan versus Lybrick happens, Cullivan wins, gets revenge, and then Bam frees Jin Sung. Everyone's weak. Everyone is drained. They're dragging Bam's body along because he's at his limit. He can't do anything else. Jin Sung's obviously been trapped and sealed for so long. His body is numb and he can't move. So as the regulars are like kind of dragging our heroes out to the warp device, Cullivan could just hunt everybody down and destroy them. Because I'm really doubting Cullivan's logic in this situation. He wants, or is, betraying Jihad's forces to get revenge on Lybrick. His actions alone would be very damaging to his career, especially because he wants to become the 4th commander again and reclaim his post. Plus, if he does end up getting revenge, killing a high official within Jihad's army, and still lets Thug go with Jin Sung, making it so Jihad's forces failed this mission / war, I don't think Jihad or even any other high-ranking official would be best pleased, as they certainly would not welcome Cullivan back with open arms. So, what? If Cullivan is so hell-bent on revenge, he must have a plan. This guy has never struck me as being idiotic. Personally, I see him destroying this warp device, making it harder for Thug to escape. But I kind of hope for more from Cullivan as we get to the closing stages of this war that's unfolding. Now then, this arc also does a great job of building up Yasuricha as a great character. Not so much from a power standpoint this time around, although it's clear from this piece of dialogue that the leader of the Lopobai family holds him in very high regards, as when he was younger, he was able to sit by the throne of the family leader without repercussions. If that doesn't say high value, high privilege, I have no idea what does. But having him defuse this situation and get a favourable outcome and baited our heroes into playing this game known as the Cat Tower, or there was another name up on screen, but also, you know, just showing off his smarts, showing off his great persuasive skills, and also his just overall antagonisticness by basically giving our heroes no other choice but to accept his terms. And this game that we get presented with is looking to deliver some very interesting things as we watch it unfold. We have the captive canines involved, as it's a rescue and survival game. There are a lot of fights going to happen between Thug and the new 4th Division, which all have very interesting and unique designs. We see a silhouette of this character with a tall body and long antlers that look somewhat similar to Rak when Rak is in his full body form. So I'd like to see a matchup between those two if possible. There's a white-haired looking character that looks very like crazy and off the rails, But also, possibly, could he be from the Aerie family? But what I found more interesting was the female character that is completely blacked out. Because we can make out the features of other characters from this division, but her features are not that prevalent. We can't see them. So why is that? It's obvious that this character is going to be important moving forward, so that's why they're keeping her design mostly a secret. And I kind of like that, because it does keep a bit of mystery when it comes to this group of characters. Plus, not only do we have this 4th division for our heroes to go up against, we also have the members of the 5th Corp division as well. They're all felines commanded by Yasuricha, so let's hopefully see some different and unique feline transformations. Please. Now, all the possible fights that are to come are great and all. However, I think the most intriguing thing / factor from this game that was revealed within this arc was a time limit placed on Jin Sung's teleportation. We learn that Bam has 20 turns to complete this game. Otherwise, Jin Sung will be sealed away, never to be set free. Even if Bam gets there as well, he's only got 10 minutes once he makes it to his master to help his master escape the device. This makes it almost certain that Bam will need help and will need to meet up with his friends before getting to his master in order to efficiently free him. I can see a situation where we have a very dramatic countdown occurring. Maybe the clock does in fact hit 0, making us and Bam believe that Bam failed to rescue his master. We get this whole emotional scene until a hand reaches out and basically just says a simple, "You did well, kid," revealing that Jin Sung has been rescued. The final character I want to talk about in this video is Masheni Jihad. First and foremost, she's looking fantastic for her age, if I do say so. The updated art design does wonders in making her character stand out a lot more. Her facial features are very prevalent, but they make her so much more interesting to see on panel. I will admit, the early stages of Season 2, her design was not that interesting. But now, I really like it. But with that being said, I cannot shift this feeling that this Princess of Jihad has something plotting on in her mind in the background. My current crack theory about this is that she's doing all of this, having this fight, having this war, as a way of training Bam for her own personal uses. Maybe she's going to blackmail Bam into joining her later on for something even more spectacular and grand. Or maybe we're going to see her waiting by Jin Sung and saying, "I'll make you a trade, irregular. If you give me the Black March, I will give your master back to you." Now, we have not seen the Black March within Season 3. However, we know Bam still has the Black March. As Ivankel said, no Black March or no Thorn Fragment during your training. As well as the fact is, we know Masheni is trying to collect the 13-month weapons, as seen with her conversation with Yuri, in where she kind of tried to get Yuri to have a fight and bet a 13-month weapon on the line as a prize. However, if you have any thoughts or ideas as to what you think Masheni is going to do, let me know in the comment section down below. But overall, I really did like this arc. I thought it was a great setup arc, and I can't wait to see what things unfold in the future. We've got a lot of exciting things coming, and we also have a lot of mystery still left with things like, what is Ivankel so afraid of that lies within the nest? Where is she going to go if she completes the game? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll be seeing you next time. Have a great day. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, alligator, martinet, goodbye.